Okay, so we're going to make Flappy Bird in MakeCode editor. So create your new file, call it Flappy Bird or something very similar, and away we go. So we're going to need onStart. So within basic, we need an onStart, and we're all going to need two buttons. So one button will be to put the bird up, the other button will be to put the bird down. So button A is pressed. I'm going to duplicate that and then change it to button B is pressed. So we've got our two buttons. We're going to need to have a variable to make those buttons go up and down. So I'm going to have a bird y variable. So this is the y coordinate, the up and down coordinate of the bird y. So create that coordinate. I'm going to drop a change in there, and it's going to be change bird y -1. So -1 bizarrely makes the bird go up because 0 is in the top left corner. So that's going to make the bird go up, and then we're going to have change bird y again, increase it by 1, so that makes the bird go down. So those are our two button presses, and they're sorted out now. Next thing then, on start, we're going to need to set our some variables. So set x, that is our wall. So we're going to set x to be 4, so that is the most right hand side. It starts at the right and it'll kind of track left. And we're going to set our bird y coordinate, the height of our bird. Got that one wrong. So go set the height of our bird, so bird y coordinate to 2, so that puts the bird in the middle of the screen so you can go up and down right at the start. Next we need a loop, so going into the green loop, so we're looking for a while loop. Drop that in there. So while, change the false to true, so while it's true, we're just going to keep doing stuff. Back into variables, we need a set again, so we're going to set y, so this is where the hole is in the wall. So as the wall tracks left, the bird's going to fly through the hole in the wall, and that is set to be a random position. So every time a new wall comes across, the hole will be in a different position. So we need to go to maths or math, scroll down slightly to pick a random number, and it can be between anything from 0 to 4. So that's the hole in our wall. We need another while, so drop a while in again, and we're going to need a little bit of logic. So drop into logic and get the first of the comparisons one, that's fine. And we're going to say while variable x, so go grab an x. Don't think we've made an x yet, so no, we've got x there. So while our x is greater than or equal to, so it's the bottom one, and change that to 0. No, it stays at 0. So while x is greater than 0, so it'll be 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's these things here: 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then when it goes to -1, we go again and we come back to the beginning and we have a new wall come across. We'll then clear the screen. So that is in basic. We have a clear screen. Gives us a nice fresh screen. And then we're going to plot our wall. So plot x, 0, y, and that is going to be our variable bird y. So this is on the left hand side, x is 0 down here. You can see it's just turned red there. So there's our bird. That's plotted our bird. Okay, new loop. So we need a for loop. Drop that in under the plot. For I, could use index. I'm going to make a new variable I because it's shorter. So for I from 0 to 4, we want to do a plot. So back into LEDs. We want to plot, so this is plotting the wall. So we want that to be plotted variable x. So the one across here, so it could be at 4, it could be at 3, it could be at 2, and we want to to plot y. So what this does, it plots it from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So it gives us the full wall. As you can see, it's just starting to appear there now. Okay, so that's given us the full wall. As you can see, it's a full wall then. We want to then take off the gap, which is quite a clever little way of putting the hole in the wall. So we're going to unplot, so going beneath that 4, we're going to unplot where x is 0, and we've got the variable y, this random number that we chose earlier. And that's going to take the hole, put the hole in the wall. Okay. Going to make sure my bird's still around, because if the bird happens to be where the wall is, we lose the bird. So I'm going to put my bird back in. So go to LED, we're going to go to plot, drop that in underneath there. So we're going to plot our bird, which is always x is 0, and the y is variable of our bird y. We need a little pause in here, because you can see it's flashing really, really fast. So we'll have a half a second pause. There it is. So half a second is 500 milliseconds. So it's going to give half a second pause. And there you can see we have a wall with a gap. And there's our bird. We'll have to move our bird down, and then the wall will track this way. And as long as we go through, we're okay. So that's good so far. Back into our variables. We're now going to change after our pause. We're going to change our x by 1. We need to go in and get a little bit of maths again. Top one will do. And we're going to change it 0. We're going to minus. So our x is just going to go down by 1. Okay, so that's our wall moving across. Next thing, a bit more logic. Oh, you can see the walls moving there. Grab the top one, so it's an if statement. If we need to replace that with a bit more logic. So the top of the comparisons will do. So if our bird y, get the variable bird y, if our bird y is greater than, so the penultimate one, 4, then we need to set bird y to 4. We need to set bird y to 4. So what's this doing? This is if when you're pressing the button B and the birds hit the bottom, it can't go to 5 or 6 or 7. This just says, no, you're going to stay at 4. So even if you press it more times and it should go off the bottom of the screen, it won't, because it just resets it back to the screen. And then we're going to do the same thing to stop it going off the top of the screen. So we need an if again. So if, go and get logic, first of the comparisons, get your variable bird y again. So if bird y this time is less than 0, so the third one down, less than 0, i.e. we've gone off the top of the screen, then we need to just set it to 0 to stop it going off the top of the screen. So we're going to set bird y to 0, and that sets it to the top of the screen. So that kind of catches out if a bird's going to go off the top or the bottom. So if we have a look at this, shows at the moment. Right, we'll keep going. We need a new while. So into our loop, while, drop that in under the last while. We need to go into logic, and we need to get one of the comparisons, we place that in there. We need to get variable bird y. So if while our bird y is not equal to So second one down, equals with the slash through. So while bird y is not equal to y, so this is where the hole is in the wall. So if it's not equal to y, then we're going to show the score. So we need to go to basic, we're going to show a string, we need some text, and we're going to go with join. I'm going to use the word score in here instead of hello, and we need to have another join, text, join again. I'm going to join count, which is a variable we haven't had yet, I don't think. So we need to create a variable count. This is how many times the wall's gone past you. So we're going to count. So we're going to join count. And we're going to there we go. So that's going to say the score is 3, the score is 4, the score is 5, something like that. Okay, we're nearly there. So we need to, every time the wall passes us, we need to increase our counter. So go back into variables, grab the change. We want to change the count by 1, just increases it by 1. And then when we've gone through the whole, we need to go and set our variable again and put a wall in at the right hand side. So we're going to set x to be 4. That's a new wall happening on the right hand side over here. And that should be Flappy Bird. So you see the ball just hit the bird, gives us a score, probably 0 because it didn't do anything, it is. And let's play it again, stop, play. Okay, then it wants to move up. Oh, got through the hole just. Oh, can I get over there again? Can. Oh no, didn't, missed it. I'm going to play that again. Okay, go down quickly too. Down to, oh no, rubbish again, hit the wall. Try again. Down to, not okay at the moment. Straight through the hole, hopefully. No, we have an issue with the code. I will look into that. So the issue was these two need to drop in there. And now the game should totally work. So go up 1, down a couple, up a couple, just through the wall, down a couple, just through the wall. Oh, that's an easy one, go through there. I deliberately crash this time, see if it stops. Success. Thanks very much.